Violence is part and parcel of country life. I learned how to stitch up a bleeding wound, load and fire a shotgun. My hands did these things, but I was never easy in my mind.
But in times of war, these were the kind of things that everyone had to learn to deal with. However, there were even heavier moments than holding a gun or stitching bleeding wounds, as we'll get to see in the dramatic film Mudbound. Here, two men return from World War II and have to struggle with both racism and picking up their old lives again. Garrett Hedlund stars as one of the male leads and was quite impressed with the depth of the characters.
I was really taken away by the fact that, Pariah deals with these characters sort of struggling with their honest identity of where they are in their environment, and how to deal with that and how to be honest with that and true to themselves. And there's a lot of that in Mudbound. A lot of these characters that are very conflicted within this time of post-World War II, kind of sharecropping era that we don't get to see very often. And everything just kind of came together to be something that I had to be a part of.
It's all right. It's just a car. It must have backfired. Stuck intake valve.
It was like a history lesson. But then I realized I had a lot of similarities to it because it's dealing with, my character Jamie, an older brother and older father on a struggling farm. I grew up on a struggling farm with my older brother and father in northern Minnesota. And so I actually was able to learn a lot about, other than what I've seen in prior films and read and in other books, I was able to see this particular family in this life and what they were dealing with in their community and in Mississippi Delta at this time. And obviously, Dee Reese directing it, it was just, I don't think any other director could have done what she did in this and made it kind of as beautiful and painful and honest as it was.
To create a story this honest and beautiful, director Dee Reese used some special techniques to get her cast ready.
I don't believe in beating the lines to death. I want the lines to stay fresh, so for my process is to do relationship workshops. So I work very one-on-one with the sons and the father, Jonathan Banks, Jason Clark, and Garrett Hedlund. Just had a father-son mosh pit in my office where they could tell their father what they're proud of him for, and he could tell them what he's proud of them for. And just kind of creating those bonds where the relationship is there. And I think the hardest thing is to see and be seen, and once you kind of get past that, then you understand the subtext of the thing, so the text becomes more natural and kind of flows. So I like to work one-on-one and on set. I'm literally on the set, so whatever the frame is, I'm just outside the frame. I'm not at a monitor, I'm not in a village somewhere. It's important for me to be present with the actors so that we can make adjustments quickly, we can keep it going, we all feel in the same moment together.
With a director working so close with her actors, we're sure this film is worth watching. If you want to know the full story of Mudbound, then check out the film ASAP.
They work this land all they life.
I used to walking away from the fight. Not no more.
This land that never would be theirs.
You don't need to go, Jamie.
I can't stay here. They worked until they sweated.
You'll be okay.
They sweated until they bled. They bled until they died. Died clawing at the hard, brown back. That would never be theirs.
When I think of the farm, I think of mud. I dreamed in brown.
Way down in the water, far away from any soul.
Like what you see? Subscribe to our channel for more exclusive clips.